Hello everyone, welcome back to our DBMS lecture series. In the last video, we explained the three-level architecture of database management system and learned about data independence. Okay, so in today's session, we will focus on the people who actually use the and manage database, the database user and the data administrator, or you can say DBA also. Okay. So, understanding this role is very important because a database management system is not just about the storing data, but also about how different type of users interact with it. So, let's get started. So, let's make out our heading, uh, database users and database administrator. Okay, so database are used by the different people from end user to develop to administrators. Each has different role, purpose, and level of interaction with the database. Okay, so let's understand the type of database users. So first one is naive user, which also called as end users, and second one is application programmers, or you can say the developer, and third one is sophisticated users. Okay, and fourth one is a specialized user, fifth one is database administrator. Okay, so let's write down all the types. So first type is uh, types of database users. Okay, so first one is naive users, which is called as end users. Second one is application programmers, application programmers, which is called as developers. And third one is sophisticated programmer. And fourth one is specialized users. And the last one is database administrator, DBA. Okay, so let's write down these all 5 points, which are the type of database users. So let's understand the first one, which is end user. So for the example, let's understand the first with an example also. So naive user or end user. So it can be defined like the people directly use the application without the technical knowledge. Okay. For example, you can understand like a student checking result online. Okay. Or a cashier is entering billing data. So they don't know like the how the backend is working, like how the result is stored, how I am able to fetch the my result, and the biller don't know like how the data is getting stored and how they are entering the data, but they know how to operate it. Okay, उसको सिर्फ ऑपरेट करना आता है, उसको ये समझ में उस बैकएंड में क्या चल रहा है प्रोसेस, कैसे डेटा फीड हो रहा है, कैसे एडिशन सब्सट्रैक्शन कैसे क्या हो रहा है। जैसे आप बिल बनाते हैं ना, तो सबसे पहले आप आइटम वन का प्राइस डाल दिए, ठीक है, फिर उसको क्या करना है, आइटम टू का प्राइस डालना है। ऑटोमेटिकली बैकएंड में क्या होता है, हर एक प्राइस ऐड होते जाता है। कैसे हो रहा है ये उससे मतलब नहीं है, बस उसको ऑपरेट करना आना चाहिए. दिस इज कॉल्ड एंड यूजर और नाइव यूजर. ओके. सो द सेकेंड वन इज एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्रामर. तो डेवलपर, आप लोग का रोल आ गया. चलिए. सो डेवलपर होता है who write the application program that interact with the database using language like Java, Python or C Sharp. Okay. So basically ये एक तरह से डेवलपर होता है. They are like API like JDBC, ODBC, etc. So the next is sophisticated user. So it means like who write their own queries using SQL directly. Okay. So for example, data analysis who write queries to extract report. Okay. So this can be considered a sophisticated user. And fourth one is a specialized user. A specialized user means who works on the special purpose application like a specific database like CAD system, AIML application like that. For example, you can say weather forecasting system user. Okay. And the fifth one is database administrator, DBA. So it means like a special role responsible for managing the whole database, who control how the database is used, accessed, and maintained. So this comes under the database administrator part. Okay. So I hope I am clear with the point, like the what are the types of data users. So let's moving further. The role of database administrator. Okay. So yeah, role of role of the database administrator. Okay. So let us learn DBA. So DBA can be considered as the captain of the database system. Okay. So there are some key responsibility. So let's understand the key responsibility of the DBA or database administrator. So the first one is schema definition. Second one is storage structure and access method. The third one is security and authorization. The fourth one is backup and recovery. The fifth one is performance tuning, and the sixth one is monitoring and maintenance. So these all are the six key responsibilities of the DBA. So let's understand one by one. So first one is schema definition. So it defines database structure like table, constants or relationship. Second one is storage architecture and access model. So it define like discuss how the it decide like how the data is stored physically, as I have already told. And third one is security and authorization. So it ensure only the authorized user can access certain data. Okay. as we have seen the example of your result, and as in your university you can only access to your result and your marks or your attendance, okay, but your faculty can access your everything, which course you are applied for, and their all personal calendar and all, which you are not able to access, okay. So this can be considered as access method, okay. So the next one is security and authorization. Ah, as we have discussed now, security and authorization means like ensure only authorized user can access the certain data. For that, we are feeding some password and fingerprints like that. Okay. So the fourth one is backup and recovery. It maintains backups and recover the data in case of failure. Okay. And fifth one is performance tuning. It optimizes queries, indexing, and memory use for the fast performance. And the last one is monitoring and maintenance. So it monitor database usage, applies and update it improvement. Okay. So basically it monitor the database usage. Okay. And it update and for the improvement, the database administrator comes in the role. Okay, so let's talk about DBA versus users. Okay, DBA versus users. So, in which aspect we are discussing, and database users. Let's make a table like this. Okay, so internal level, interaction level. So, just hold a second. DBA also. So, use database, simple or advanced, manage and control the database. Okay, and knowledge requirement. So basic to intermediate for the database user like SQL, and for the DBA, advanced knowledge of DBMS internal. Okay, and the last one is, if we talk about the responsibility, so access and retrieve data, and for this define, secure, tune, and maintain database. Okay, So let's write down these all points. DBA versus user. So that's it for the today's session. We have learned about the different type of database users and important role of the database administrator in keeping the system running smoothly. So in the next lecture, we shall dive into something very special, which is widely used in the different DBMS languages like DDL, DML, DCL, and TCL. So please make sure watch our next video, which is very, very, very important for you guys. So let's find out for the today's video. I'm done with the today video now. So I hope you guys has liked the video. So if you really feel like it is helpful for you, so please like the video, subscribe our YouTube channel, and press the bell icon for the further notification. So तब तक के लिए keep learning, keep exploring. Bye bye.